Hello, this is Rogan. This video is actually meant to be a thumbnailing video, a how-to for webcomics, but it does deal with terminology that is involving my webcomic Bee Police. So we need to do a quick intro on what is Bee Police. Bee Police is a fictional online serialized webcomic. Nothing in it is real. It is all entirely fiction and made up. It came out of my little brain, all right? So, terms used in Bee Police that may confuse people and cause them to be upset. Yahweh. In our world that we live in, Yahweh is considered to be a name of the Christian God. In Bee Police, the Yahweh are a group of people who have tried to use the energy of the crucifixion to create their own God, to sort of siphon power off of the ascension of Jesus and create their own deity. Or what actually has happened is that their actions have resulted in a curse, and their existence has become sort of a para-transcendent group. You could call them ghosts, but they have a lot more power than that. And so they are a group of people who are no longer human and not quite deities. That is the core of the reason why the sub video is being made. But other than that, it's a fun little webcomic I've been working on for over 12 years. And you can find it online just by searching Bee Police, the comic series, and that should do it. Everything else is pretty confusing, but it's okay. The rest of it's not such a hot button for a huge population. So here we go. Thank you for wasting time with us for this sub video that is the introduction to the intro to the main video, which is about how to thumbnail for a webcomic, or at least how I do it. Hello, this is Rogan. I had done a really complicated video about putting up a page for Bee Police, and it turned out to be a big mess because I spent most of it blathering on. And anyhow, so here we are. We're going to do a new video. On the left here, I have a page which is the previous page that I put up last month. It's pretty self-explanatory. So yes, just full disclosure, I've already done all this drawing, but I'm going to show you how we set up stuff like this. We have got to have something up here that's got the actions of the Yahweh and what's going to happen. And I know that the Yahweh is going to try to go about his business by calling up his halo and getting the heck out of Podunk and going home because he is really sick of Podunk. In the past, the halo unit was pretty badly broken during the fall with the Yahweh. The Yahweh is overestimating the ability of the halo to fix itself. He's just assuming that his ride is going to be there to take him home. And, well, he's going to be in for a surprise. And so what I have to do is I have to set the scene. Then I have to progress through these panels and get the Yahweh from assuming that he can get out of here to realizing that he's screwed, or at least he's delayed. So how do we do that? The scene is a rooftop. And the rooftop is going to have some stuff on it that makes it look like a rooftop. Obviously, there's going to be some stuff in the background, these mountains that are always in Podunk. There's going to be some clouds. We're going to have the elevator building here. It might have a peaked roof. We'll get to that later. There's going to be a wall. There's going to be something here that's going to show us perspective. Maybe we'll have like a water tower and some cellular antennas here. Maybe some more cellular antennas up here. Okay, I'm drawing as quickly and as low detail as possible. Maybe we'll have a heliport here, a big old helicopter pad. That'll help show detail and proportion by putting something that is not just asphalt and gravel and roof material. So that's the basic for what's going to go up there. All right, so now we're going to need to have the Yahweh actually show up in this panel, and we can emphasize the fact that he's on a roof by showing some stuff here in perspective. This is going to be really rough perspective, but we'll see stuff down here somewhere, maybe a street with cars, or I don't know, some more buildings over here, something like that. And we're going to show the Yahweh standing up here in perspective, looking down, talking about podunk. All right, so now he's up there and he has to contact the Halo unit. So how's he going to do that? Well, he uses magic, obviously. So he's going to do some magic here. We're going to show his hands doing magic, some glowy stuff. Show some lines. He's doing magic. Okay. And maybe some magic words in the background. See, like I said here, magic words, something like that. Yeah, this is purpose of thumbnailing. It's we're not doing anything in ultra high detail. We're just doing things quickly and trying to get things moving. So once you do this, he's basically making a call, but Hal's not here. Hal's not here, man. Except we're going to use a little bit of phone slang here. We're sorry, but the number you have dialed has been disconnected or is no longer in service. So yes, we're definitely going to have that happening here. And we can focus in on his hands and the glowiness. Right, and glow, 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 glow. Okay, and of course, what this eventually leads to is a big fizzle because it hasn't worked and the magic runs out and he is left feeling grumpier than ever because he's stuck in podunk and he is quite upset about that. So we can just go here and fizzle. Yep. So that's that. Very simple, very quick and straightforward to the point. How to go from having nothing to having a page. Now, mind you, when I first did this, I spent a bunch of time hemming and hawing about the details. Once you have the idea of what you want to get done set up, then you can do it. But you have to get that thought clear in your head, where you are, where you're going, and then how to get there will fall into place. And if where you are and where you're going require too many things, then you're going to have to add another page and you're going to have to fill that out. But try to distribute all your parts across 2 pages instead. One of the basic ideas of web comicking is every page should have its own little story. So you should have a beginning and an end and some kind of middle that makes sense. So I'm trying not to ramble here, but basically, if you look at a page, it should make sense in and of itself. It doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be very wordy. Like, for example, the previous page there are no words. There are sound effects and people standing around looking like they're trying to do something, but it still conveys a scene. You start at the beginning, you get to the end, and even if it doesn't look like much has happened, the reader, in this case just the viewer, has seen a progression of events and they have some idea what is happening because of it. So those are the rules. You want to, and rules are, of course, rules in lowercase. You want to start, you want to end, you want to have stuff in between that makes sequential sense. Every page should also have this other set of rules too, where you have large panels and small panels. You have areas of pause, and then you have areas of motion. A large panel is like a pause, or in this case, it's an introduction. It's something that you look at and go, okay, so what is this? Oh yeah, okay, this is a roof, this is mountains, this is background, this is, oh, that's a big H, I guess. Oh, that could be the top of the roof, the hospital helipad. Okay, that makes sense. And then you move on to the rest of the story, right? If your entire page is a bunch of tiny panels, and it can be, don't discount that. It can be a bunch of tiny panels, but that has to have a purpose. That has to have a, it has a rhythm. It has a boom, 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 boom rhythm, as opposed to a, okay, here we are, and then boom, 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 boom. Okay. It's not meant to be a detailed rendering of the scene. It's just quick scribbles to show what we intend to put on the page, words-wise, layout, and picture-wise, very roughly. I'm going to show you what was here before, because, well, full disclosure, this is what I had worked on previously, and you can see that it's pretty much the same. I did a lot more tedious work here because, well, that's the nature of being me, honestly. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that that scribble was there. Okay, but that's okay. It's a thumbnail. And you see that there's more detail that I didn't go into when I was talking about stuff here because, well, there's a lot of detail you can put in a tiny little thumbnail. So that was our how to make thumbnails video. We hope you found that informative and not too boring. We spent a lot of time trying to keep it concise and to the point. On that subject, Rowan and I would like to thank you for wasting time with us today. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content like this, please click on the like button and subscribe. If you would like to see anything in particular or have any questions, please leave a comment.